What's going on YouTube? Bryce Crispy94 here, bringing you another miniature painting video. Today is kind of a special miniature painting video. We have here a Hero Forge model of one Daenestra Tilly. She is a half-elf druid. I went ahead and primed it black and then did a Zenithal highlight with Citadel's Bone White, just because I kind of like the off-white compared to the regular white. The cobweb? I just literally got this all primed up yesterday, but whatever. So Daenestra is a player character for a campaign I'm getting ready to run. So I don't have a lot of details on her yet, other than my friend created her, and she's going to play her in the campaign. They are a bunch of first-time players. I have 3 of them. So you'll be meeting their characters in this little mini-series of painting videos. But yeah, Daenestra is the first one, and she has her little kitty familiar here that I will also be painting up in this. But yeah, like I said, half-elf druid. They are starting at level 1, so there is no circle for Daenestra yet, especially since we haven't actually played. But I thought it'd be really cool if they had, you know, custom models for their first time experience, because I think that, I mean, just really helps immerse it when you get to see a character you designed on the table. So Daenestra is a not fair skinned, but a lighter skin. So I'm going to take 2 drops of amber skin and 1 drop of opal skin to kind of give this not super pale but paler look. I mean, it is half elf. Excuse me. Then her pants, underneath her little skirt thing, they're going to be done in a combination of deep blue and matte black, probably a 3-to-1, maybe even just 3-to-1/2, just to get a little bit deeper blue than the deep blue. Then her hair, I'm going to go ahead and use Army Painter's Grim Black Speed Paint, because I like Grim Black for hair, because it kind of adds the highlights naturally instead of just having matte black hair and then me trying to go in and add the highlights. Then for her skirt, excuse me, I drank a sip of Sprite before I started this, and I should not have, because it's fighting me. For her her skirt, the majority of her skirt, we are just going to use deep blue, because I think it's just a very nice blue. Then I have gelatinous blue for her like blouse and her boots, the majority of her boots. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and her little rope around her blouse. No, her little rope around her blouse is the deep blue. Sorry. I'm looking at the Hero Forge shot over here on the screen while trying to show off the actual model. Then we're going to move on to her shield, the innards of her shield. And I'm just going to be using Reaper's Shield Brown. She does have a nice wooden shield here. Then we're going to take some gunmetal to do a bit of her bangles. She has a couple bracelets on her arms. Right there, there, and there. And then as well as a circlet on her head, which I believe is going to be her totem. Which is what allows her to wild shape. Then we're going to take driftwood brown and then lighten it up with some dead white for the rest of the wood on the shield, because her shield is a very white wood, but it looks nice. Then we're going to move on to elven armor, and I will probably darken this with a little black, but that is going to be the handle of her dagger, some cuffs on her boot, as well as the edges of her gunmetal silver, and then I believe there's a little bit on her belt, which her belt will be the same color as pants. I forgot to add that. I think that's it for that color. Yes. Then we're going to take rigid leather and just do the straps on her shield. Then we're going to move on to Stonewall Gray, which will be her blade, because her blade is not metal, it is stone. which I think is a really neat detail. As well as the dots are stone. So what I feel like I'm going to do with this is I'll do a Stonewall Gray on the knife, and then probably do a dark gray wash that I have here, the Vallejo's Model Wash Gray, to darken it up, and then I will just do a highlight, an edge highlight, to just kind of make it a little more stone-like. She also has some little diamonds on her boots that are a little hard to see on the model, but they will also be done in Vallejo's Stonewall Gray. Then we're going to move on to Orc Skin. And I don't remember why. But I have it out, and so as I'm painting, I'm sure I remember why. The cat. The cat is a light gray, and this Orc Skin should do well. Then I will probably do the pale gray wash over it, just to give it a little more color, because it is just a cat. But it also will have Feywild Emerald eyes. And then for both bases, I'm going to be using Vallejo's dark green. This is mostly grass. And then we're going to be using Battlefield Steep Grass to just glue in the colors, especially on this. I may add some speed paints to this as well to give us a lot more varying green underneath. But we'll see. That is enough rambling. Hope you guys enjoy this. Let's get to painting. And we are back. So, Daenestra is finished. She looks great. But before I reveal her, if you guys haven't already, hit that thumbs up button. Leave a comment to let me know how I'm doing, and subscribe if you're not already, because that really lets me know that you guys want to see more of my content. But now, the wonderful, excuse me, voice got a little hoarse there. The wonderful reveal of Daenestra. So, a couple things I did that I was not originally intending on doing. What were they? Oh, so she had these stripes on her dress in the Hero Forge. Wow, my ear just started really itching. And so originally I didn't think I would do those because I'm not great at freehanding, but I wanted to make it as accurate as possible for my player, so went ahead and did that. Let me kill the light and you might be able to see a little better. Hoping to get a new camera one day. But yeah, so I think it turned out pretty well. The color palette, I love. I already sent a picture to Tori. Tori loves it. So that's fantastic. The gelatinous blue, I mean, it just really captured the image that she wanted. This is also Gorgon hide from their regular army painter line, for those of you wondering. Grim Black is probably my new favorite thing to paint hair with, because it just does an awesome job with black hair, especially long black hair. I mean, it does the highlights for you, which is fantastic, and I love it. Her boots are a little difficult to do because they're supposed to have those like diamond patterns on them, but the print did not put the diamond patterns. I'm like, ooh. Also, she's supposed to have like some strings there that also weren't on the print, so I don't know what was up with that. But I think she turned out phenomenal. The shield was kind of a pain in the butt to print. Or paint, not print, because it wasn't, the recesses weren't as deep as what I thought. So I thought I was going to get away with, you know, painting the recesses, then just slapping the outer wood color on, and no, not at all. It just, yeah, bit me pretty hard. I was like, crap. So then I had to do it all again, but whatever. The knife, I really enjoy how the knife turned out. Not typical of me to paint like swords and stuff not metallic, so trying the stone color, and it worked. It's much better to the naked eye than what my camera can pick up, but the wash on it did add some texture. You can kind of see it there, so it does kind of have more of a stony texture. Oh, another thing, I went ahead and did the fake grass on her as well. For two reasons. One, after I put the dark green down on the fake, grass on her base, I was like, that's dark. That is not the color I should have started with. And I looked, I was like, I'm already gonna put it on the cat. I thought back to Awen, the player character dwarf cleric I painted, I don't know, a few months ago. Part of the Lightbreakers. I thought back to his base because it's the same base from Hero Forge, the grass one. I'm like, it doesn't turn out that great. It looks okay, but this looks much better. So I did that. And we'll talk about the kitty cat real quick, because I'm mad about the cat. So, look at the green. Yeah, I slapped the Vallejo Verde on, and I guess the gray wash that was on the cat, which, I mean, because I think the cat actually looks pretty solid for a little cat, besides the green there. So the green sucked up into the gray wash recess there, and I was like, that's why you should wait for some paints to dry before you apply another one. But other than, a little bit of green on its legs,
whatever. I may go back in and try and fix that. I haven't really decided yet. It wouldn't be a hard fix. I'll literally probably just paint it with orc skin and then wait for that to dry and apply some more gray wash. But that's besides the point. So, let's put Daenestra back on one more time and give you a nice little once around. I wish I had more to talk about for the actual character, but since, you know, we haven't really played and her backstory is not really fleshed out, I can't tell you much other than she is a half-elf druid. Circle to be announced. So hope you guys enjoyed. Look forward to a few more from this campaign coming in the upcoming weeks, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.